Welcome into Reds Reality Podcast, where I, Josh Razauskas, bring you reality as I see it on all things your Cincinnati Reds. And today, we're going to talk about an awesome victory last night on the 15th of April, 2025, as Austin Hayes returned to the lineup. I say returned because he returned from injury, but he actually made his Reds debut last night because of said injured list stent. Still haven't quite got used to that vocabulary change. But he had 2 hits and he went with a base hit and a 3-run home run. And the 3-run home run, as the title and the thumbnail state, powered the Reds to victory over the Mariners. The final score in the game was 8-4. The other takeaways from this one, by the way, this is going to be a bit of a quick one because I had a doctor's appointment today and I'm trying to get this up to you guys before today's game starts, which is in about an hour and a half. So depending on upload speed will determine whether or not I'm successful doing that. But this is going to be a quick one-taker, so I can do my best to do that. Also went with a new thumbnail design, as you might be able to tell if you're astute. So I'm hoping that will get more clicks and bring us more fans here into the Reds Reality Podcast. So yeah, that's why I'm on a bit of a time crunch today. But anyway, as I was saying, he got 2 hits and the big 3-run home run powered the Reds to victory. So the other takeaways from this game were that Matt McLain also returned from his hamstring issue and looked really, really good running the bases. He ran the bases really well, and in the process, he showed that we should not worry about that hamstring being a lingering issue for him. So that is such a ginormous lift off our shoulders. And then the third piece of news was Alexis Diaz was activated as well from the IL. So he made his season debut and he pitched in the 6th. So he was not thrown right into that closer role. Tito did say right from the very beginning that he was going to use Alexis Diaz in the place where it made the most sense to use him. And he wasn't going to be defined by trying to put him in a closer's role. And that's good because it's pretty obvious, obviously, to Tito as well and to anyone watching the games, which means all of us hosting and watching and listening to this podcast would fit in that category, that Tony Santillan, Graham Ashcraft, and Emilio Pagan are all ahead of Alexis Diaz in terms of the pecking order and reliability right now in the bullpen. So was very happy to see that. But as I mentioned, Diaz did come in the 6th and he was just okay, as the breakdown on the show graphic says for today. He was just okay. He didn't get to a point where he cost us anything in the game, but he wasn't that effective. He was a little bit wild in the zone and he labored, which of course is something that's plagued Alexis Diaz his entire Reds career, is that he labored a lot to the point where he was like, oh my gosh, he's getting us in trouble again. What are we going to do? Type of scenario, but he did get through it without giving up a run. So that's a positive takeaway for that. So for first game, he was just okay. Emilio Pagan did warm up before the lead was expanded to 4, so he was used, which goes right along with Tito's policy of once the guy warms up, he's going to be used. And I, for one, I'm a big fan of that policy because it allows your guys not to be overly taxed. Like if your body's already warm, you just need to come in and pitch. So Tito did allow Amelia Pagan to do that. Like I said, 8-4 final. Very cool. Very good game. The winning streak now stands at 4 in a row. Can they make it 5 later on tonight in just mere minutes from the time you probably see this uploaded, as they will face off against Bryce Miller, and Bryce Miller will be opposed by Nick Martinez. Oh, Luis Castillo returning to GAPP yesterday. Obviously, we got to him. We beat him. He looked good in the first couple innings, and then we were able to get to him. And Lodolo did not have his best stuff, but he did enough. He battled enough to get us the victory and keep us in that game. Nearly went through this entire episode without talking about pitching at all. You can tell that my mind's a little bit all over the place trying to stay caught up with y'all. But yeah, that was that. So very cool game. Very nice to see the Reds keep the momentum rolling. We'll see what tonight brings. I will see you tomorrow with that episode. As always, you can hit me up in the comment section down below, or hit me up at Reds Reality Pod on Twitter/X and Blue Sky. Sorry about that. Accidentally hit the wrong hotkey. 1 minute. I hit F2 instead of 2. So here we go. You can check out the latest episode as well as the episode that YouTube itself recommends the most to you on your screen right now. And you can subscribe if this was your first time here and you enjoyed watching and listening. And I really appreciate your support. Stay tuned to the Reds Reality Podcast as I, Josh Razauskas, continue to bring you reality as I see it on all things your Cincinnati Reds.